Hello friends, how we doing? In today's video we are going to be rounding up the best luxury makeup that was released in 2024 according to yours truly. I have in front of me not too much, I think. I hope it's not too much for you. I really went through the whole year, what I reviewed, what I've tried, stuff that maybe I didn't share too much of, but I still love the back scene. This is just true love for makeup, stuff that is good for my skin because I've been dealing with a lot of acne this year, so it's been a little rocky, I'm not gonna lie, but we're rounding up the year and I'm excited to do favorites. Let me know if you have any ideas of makeup videos you want to see. Best foundation, best complexion, best blushes, you know how I roll. Let me know. I'm excited. It's almost the end of the year and I am so behind, but I'm here for the luxury, so let's get to it. Grab a sip of water, a snack, whatever it is. I need water because I've been filming all day, and let's get to it. So I think I'm gonna group the products by brand and then share a release that I was obsessed about. Let's begin with Dior Beauty, and this is Forever Glow Store Filter from Dior. I picked up the shade 3 and this is a beautiful base. I love this. It is perfect for very glowy bases. It makes any foundation that you place atop just beautifully gorgeous. I don't know how else to put it other than this is a very perfecting base. It looks like a lot because I applied a lot. It gave me a big pump of the product. Usually I don't apply this all over my face, I'll be honest. I like to pinpoint up areas where I really want to accentuate and highlight, but this is what it looks like. I feel like it's very softening to the complexion. You can see that it has a little bit of a golden finish, but it's also very like pore filling, and the foundation that you place atop is gonna look flawless. In the past I tried to love Charlotte's Flawless Filter, but I couldn't because it had too many pore cloggers. This one is safe to use and that's why I really became obsessed with it, to be honest. Every time I put it I just felt flawless and I loved the finish of my makeup. From Dior, I don't want to overwhelm you whatsoever. We're gonna continue with Chanel Beauty, and from Chanel I love two products. I really love these two. This is what we're gonna be talking about. So Le Beige base, also a healthy glow primer. This one is in the shade Icy Beige. They release few shades, I review them. If you're interested, everything is review. So now this one is a little bit more lighter weight. This is a little bit more jelly like. It's a little bit less makeup-y. It has a very strong Chanel luxury scent, but this also looks stunning on the complexion. The way that I can put it is Dior is much more icy. You can see that this just gives a natural glow, just a natural appearance. It doesn't give too much of that very metallic finish. This is more natural and it's also lighter in weight. It really soaks in the complexion. It really dries down to a powder finish. Dior doesn't completely dry to a powder finish, but it dries down. It's not bothersome. Same with this one. This one even more. It really penetrates to the skin and it makes, again, a base look just very pretty. So I loved this one. This isn't acne safe, so I was very cautious about when and how to use it, so that really stopped me from obsessing over it as much as I did with the Dior. So I really soaked in that Dior one. And then the other product that I loved so much is this one. This is Le Beige Healthy Glow Sun Kiss Powder. This one is in the shade Deep Rose Gold. I picked up 2 shades. The deep shade I found to be just best suitable for my complexion. The medium was just a little too light. I had to keep building up the product, and I found the medium also too similar to this. So they were just like, you know, I pretty much wasted my money for science. I don't use it. It's just not deep enough. But this one is so beautiful. I love it because you could, of course, travel with a palette like this, and you have like 3 beautiful, you know, pigmented products. Just easy to use in a one compact. Of course, you gotta use the perfect brush with, you know, a product like this when it's like so skinny. But I found that any pointy brush was perfect. And that's also, you know, like any brush that I love to use with the Hourglass palettes, then that one was perfect for this. So anything pointy like this, right? It's gonna really pinpoint at the product that I'm going to need to use and then use it. The highlighter at top was also very pretty, super soft, very, very natural, but yet, you know, yet visible. Like it just gives such a natural glow that will never be fake, and I really appreciated that from this palette. So yeah, those 2 products are going to be my fave from Chanel this year. About foundation, and foundation I have 2, and these released this 2024. Let's begin with this one, which is Terracotta from Guerlain Le Tint. Look, the dent is here. Unheard of, because I have a ton of foundation. So if you see a foundation this low, I tell you, I love this stuff. I don't use it every day whatsoever. I really love to use this on special occasions where I want to look extra put together, extra makeup-y, because it's a makeup-y foundation. It's not one for every day, but it looks so beautiful. It's very long wearing, it's very long lasting. I believe it lasts about like 10-12 hours. I found that the shade was perfect for me all year round, which I loved because I don't have to be wasting and finicking with the shade. This is 3.5N and it was just perfect all year round, I tell you. This was just so good to me, so good to me. I couldn't find it specifically if it's non-comedogenic. I'll let you know in the comments. I'll pin a comment. I'm a little rushing at this point, but I don't know, I used it. I didn't find that it broke me out. With foundations like these where are just specific occasion kind of foundation, I don't mind, to be honest, if it's non-comedogenic or not, because I don't use it every single day. The ones that I use every single day, I make sure that they're not comedogenic. But yeah, this was my favorite foundation all year round that released, not before this other one that I'm gonna talk about. So this came into my life later this year. This was also a release, new release from Christian Louboutin. I have this shade 35NO, and this is non-comedogenic. Holy cow. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's the most beautiful foundation that I have in my collection. She's very beautiful. I know. That was a bold statement because I love foundation, and my baby is the Valentino, and this is very similar to Very Valentino. If you have Very Valentino, then you know what I mean. This gives a soft matte appearance. It is very long wearing. It is pretty. It is skins every time I wear it. I love this base. I know, and I just love it so much because it's non-comedogenic. So every time I wear it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna break out, yay, you know, like I just feel so much more safe when I use it, and I love that. I love that for me because, oh my god, my skin. Right now I am wearing another one that I'm really liking. So it's the first day, so I'm not gonna say much, but this is also non-comedogenic, and I am loving the fact that the brands are catching up on it. We need non-comedogenic foundations, people. We want non-pore-clogging ingredients, you know what I mean? Like, just give it to me because out here is rough. Anyhow, yep, So this was my favorite. These foundations were so good to me all year round. I could lean on them to just look perfect literally every single time. Now Guerlain released that I had skipped because I talked about the other foundation is this lip oil. I cannot talk about this lip oil. I was so impressed with that I needed to mention it when I'm grouping things. Guerlain, the blushes I loved. I really like them, but you know, I'm really trying to group things and not talk about too much. And this was up there. This lip oil is so beautiful. This is in the shade Lavender, and I love it. I love it. I love the formula of this. I have nothing like it because it gives such a high shine. Of course, it's a lip oil. It's so cushiony, it is so plumping, it is so perfecting to the lips. It is so long wearing, which is pretty much unheard of because lip oils don't really wear long. These do. These even gives me a little bit of a staining on my lips, which I appreciate. I mean, hello, who doesn't? And it's just perfect. I got a few comments about the scent, and I know what you mean. It's a little bit strong, but I'm not bothered by it. Like right now I can smell it, but it goes away. It's very perfumey. I wish it was a little bit more vanilla, a little bit more like, you know, food, and not too much like flowers, but I don't know. Concealers. We're gonna talk about two concealers this year, and these are my favorite that released. Guerlain Le Teint. Like this line was a hit. It was truly a hit for me. Amazing coverage, very good lasting power, very perfecting to the skin. This is also like 95% of natural ingredients, same as the foundation. Like this pair, they're winning in my book. I love this concealer. I have the shade 3N, and it was very good for my under eyes. My under eyes are a problem, and I need a concealer that is going to be able to, you know, be built up without looking cakey and heavy, and this never did that. Very blurring. It has like medium coverage. Sometimes I needed to color correct, sometimes only, but so good. Now newer to my collection, Westman Atelier. This little concealer is so good. The packaging is so pretty. Like Westman just kills it. The inside though, so hydrating, extremely hydrating. So if you battle with under eyes that are dry, you need to give this one a go. Without being too hydrating, that's gonna settle too much. You know what I mean? There's a fine line. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. There's a fine line. If I apply this, I have to set quick. But once set it, I forget it. I really like the concealer. I even wear it all over my face with no problem. So that goes to show. It's beautiful. Very, not full coverage. It's a medium buildable coverage. Never full, buildable. And I really liked it. I felt like it was a beautiful release of 2024. Very hydrating for mature under eyes and very long wearing. So yeah, this was some good stuff. Now moving on to powder, and I'm gonna share one from YSL, which I never shared too much loved until now that I talk and that I'm thinking about it. This was one release that came and go, you know, like quick came and go. But this is a beautiful powder. This is one of those very blurring powder that you want to use at the end of your makeup for just perfecting the pore area. If you have a little shine here and there, this will make you flawless. Like it just makes you flawless. I don't know if you can see, but like, you know, just a little bit of it is all you need to be the best version of yourself. It's so cheesy. I have the shade 03. The packaging is stunning. I also love the brown. Got it. This is shade 4, but I like shade 3 a little bit more. Shade 4 is just a little bit more warm, and I love a more neutral yellowish shade. Shade 3 will do it for me. But this is so blurring as well. Like the bronzers from YSL, like this formula is very blurring, which I who doesn't appreciate that? If you have acne prone complexion, you know. If you have textury complexion, you know what I mean. Like, this is flawless in a compact. So yeah, these from YSL were winners on my book. All right, let's move on to blush. And blush is a problem. It always been. I picked up 3 formulas. That's all I'm gonna share, and these are my top ones released this year. Of course, we gotta talk about Hourglass. I mean, these Hourglass blushes are everything. These are glowy. These will plump your cheeks. This will look beautiful on every single person on earth. It really will look beautiful because it's so softening. Just a little bit is all you need, you know, and it just looks so naturally flattering and pretty. It's just glow, 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 glow. When I apply these blushes, my cheeks just lift, you know, like I just put up a push-up bra. TMI, but truly that's how I feel. I love this. This formula is stunning. I love the 3 shades that I have. Mostly this one. Right now I'm obsessed with it. Craft. Just the berry blush you didn't know you needed in your life. Move on to Armani, because Armani also, you know, release blushes, and these blushes are so pretty. They're luminous silk. They've released 5 or 6 shades. These are gorgeous. I just remember about the red one in here. I don't know why I am not holding the red one, because that's the one that I share the most this year. But these 2, they're also my fave. I have shade 62 and 65. These blushes are also beautiful, extremely pigmented, very glowy, very natural. Just look pretty on everyone. Very similar to the Hourglass. Hourglass just a little bit more shiny. So if you're oily, just go with this one. These are a little bit more, you know, just less shiny, but so pretty. Last but not least, a blush stick. If you want your cheeks to look plump and just like higher, you know, like you had a ton of water, this is it. Should be applied a little because I'm looking pretty matte. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, like I don't have a favorite shade, to be honest. I just like the formula, you know. Let's see. I am wearing, of course, blush, but these, I don't know, you're not gonna be able to see the glow. So I'm just gonna pick up. These are pigmented, so I have to be, you know, careful. But these sort of like, that's it. Did you catch that? Hydration. It brings hydration. It brings glow. It brings hydration to my cheek area. And that's it. That's all I need. I want the plumping effect and the hydration. And these blushes give it to me every single time. Glass skin, get yourself these ones from mcgrath. An eyeshadow palette that I need to give a shout out to is this one from Natasha Denona. Here, I need a warm palette. This is so pretty. It's very, very easy to use. Just, you know, it has every single shade that someone may or may not need. I love that the browns are neutral on my complexion. They look more neutral. I have heard people that say that it's too warm, but for me, because I'm very neutral, I think it really balances both, you know, out. But yeah, this is my favorite eyeshadow that released this year. Now let's talk about lipsticks. I have few ones here. We need to mention Lisa Eldridge. She's released these lipsticks, and holy cow, these are stunning. This is the packaging. They're so weighty. Every single detail about this release is just stunning. Luxury at its max. Look at the L and the little kiss right at top. If you want luxury, this is it. These needed to be on my Roundup, because even though I just tried them just not too long ago, this is just too good. They look beautiful on the lips. They glide. They're not very long wearing, they're very hydrating to the lips, they glide, and they're just beautiful. Like I appreciate this luxury. I really do. The packaging is just stunning. Talk about Marriage Beauty and their lipsticks. Like, their matte lipstick formula, in my opinion, is extremely underrated. It needs more buzz and attention. It's so good. Their formulas are clean. Their mattes are mattes, real mattes, and comfy mattes, hydrating mattes. Beautiful shades. Now, they released these lip blush into one of their kits, so I wanted to give it a shout out to the lip blush, wishing that they release more shades. This one is in the shade Du Jour. Oh, excuse my French. And it's just perfect. Like, this is so blurring to the lips. It looks so natural on. It's just so pretty. It's very, very blurring, velvety to the lips, you know. It's just a dream. This lipstick from Merit is so dreamy. And speaking of which, the primer, the moisturizing primer product from Merit, I love this stuff because it's very good. It's just good and hydrating. It's simple. It doesn't smell like nothing. It just applies beautifully. Makeup goes on top like a dream. No complaints. I love their base. I love this stuff. These together, they're so good. Now I need to talk about their perfume. Hold on. They released a perfume. Pear is so delicious. I'll put up the notes. I can't. Wow, my mouth just waters. This perfume is so luxurious. That's how I want to call it. Like, this perfume is being worn by a very empowered woman, not a girl. No. She's a boss babe. She's bossy. She's very mature, but not like grandma's powdery scent. No. Just got it all figured out. Just got it all together and just got it going for her. This perfume is beautiful. It's a work of art. I forget the name of the perfumer, but I did my research and just done beautiful perfumes. She's also a boss babe, which I love. I mean, I love the whole marriage. I love, you know, the CEO. She's so bossy. She's so girly. She knows what she's doing. Mary Beauty this year released amazing products, like their brow product also. I just ran out of this, like the skinny. I have nothing. The skinny pencil. I was obsessed with these. So good. So I think Married had such a great year. Extremely underrated products. They need a lot more buzz, but I needed to give a little shout out to this. We talked about mcgrath, but I want to give this holiday palette a shout out. I really do, because I feel that this year holiday palette is it. This palette is so pigmented. Like, the shadows here are so soft. They're made in Italy. They've never been in the past, not the mega palettes. This is so good. The formula is so good. And today I just applied one of her prints, and sorry about that. This is what I have on my eyes. This one. This bronzy shade is everything. It's so smoky with pink sparkles. I know. So yeah, for eyeshadows, those ones were also pretty. I think that's it. I'm rambling. I think whatever needed attention was given. If I forgot anything, well, too bad. I would love, friends, I would love to hear your picks. Let me know your favorite picks, your luxury picks. Did I forget anything? I'll make sure to drop them below, because, you know, I feel like I'm leaving stuff out, but I really needed to compress. I needed to, you know, this is the year of minimalism, and I think I practice what I preach, and next year will be the same. I'm only gonna review stuff that I really want. I'm only gonna get stuff that I really want. I'm only gonna review stuff that are good for me, that are gonna make me happy. And it's gonna show, right? If I'm being happy, I'm being myself, my best being, if I'm being the best that I can, that's what you're gonna get, and that's what you're gonna see. And I want you to see me excited for the things that I want to review. So I hope you understand, because years past, I just reviewed and reviewed and reviewed and reviewed, and I felt like I was getting nowhere. You know, it was just too much. This year I'm happy. I'm happy because life is busy. I'm a mama of 3. I'm a business owner. I just got too much on my plate, and I want to do this right for you. So I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for another year together, and let's talk below. I want to wish you a happy holidays in advance. Whenever you're watching this, I'm excited. I'm excited for Christmas. I'm waiting for a Christmas miracle. We'll see if I get it, or a New Year's miracle. It could also happen. I'm waiting for something. Actually, I'm waiting for my parents to come. So if you can send me any good vibes, they're very, very appreciated. And you see, I don't even want to leave. I keep rambling. Okay, enough. Bye, friends.